you know the feeling of standing in front of an abyss with shaky legs and a racing heart? Fear, like an invisible rope, binds us, prevents us from moving forward. But did you know we can completely free ourselves from fear? The Buddha taught that fear is just an illusion, a product of the mind. And he showed us the way to escape these illusions, to live a peaceful and free life. Escape from fear, live with peace and freedom with 6 lessons from the Buddha. Today, we will explore 6 valuable lessons from the Buddha to overcome fear and live a life full of courage, peace, and meaning. Lesson 1. Impermanence. Have you ever felt disappointed when something good ends? Maybe a relationship, a job, or a memorable trip. Life is always moving and changing. Joy, sorrow, success, failure, all come and go. That is the impermanent nature of all things. Like the sea, calm at times, stormy at others, trees changing leaves with the seasons, people from birth to old age, everything is constantly changing. Accepting impermanence helps us let go of control, live peacefully in the present, and no longer fear change. Lesson 2. The illusion of fear. Imagine you are walking in a dark forest. Suddenly you hear a strange sound. Your mind starts to conjure up scary images, a wild animal, a robber, or a ghost. But when you gather your courage and come closer to examine it, it turns out to be just an owl perched on a branch. Fear often comes from our own inferences and imagination, not reality. Like the shadow on the wall, optical illusions, the person who mistakes a rope for a snake. When we see the truth clearly, we will see fear disappear. Lesson 3. Mindfulness. Our mind is like a monkey, always jumping around, never resting. Mindfulness is the way we lead that monkey back to the present, like a person meditating, focusing on their breath, observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When we live fully in the present, we will no longer be caught up in worries and fears about the past or future. Lesson 4. The nature of suffering. Is life always rosy? Of course not. All of us have experienced sadness, loss, or illness. The Buddha taught that suffering is an inevitable part of life. Understanding this helps us accept difficulties and no longer resist reality. Like people overcoming adversity, a lotus flower blooming in a swamp. When we accept suffering as a part of life, we will be less afraid of unwanted things happening. Lesson 5. Letting go of attachment. Attachment is like holding a handful of sand. The tighter you hold, the more the sand slips away. We cling to money, fame, love, wanting to possess and control them. Letting go of attachment does not mean that we are indifferent to everything. Rather, it is learning to appreciate and enjoy without being attached. Like a person flying a kite, a boat sailing out to sea, free and serene. Lesson 6. Cultivating patience. Patience is an important virtue that helps us overcome all difficulties in life. Like a farmer who patiently sows, cares for, and waits for a bountiful harvest. Patience helps us to be steadfast in the face of challenges, to trust in the flow of life, and not to be impatient for immediate results. Fear is a part of life, but don't let it control you. Remember, you have the power to overcome any challenge. Live with courage, mindfulness, and an open heart. Apply these 6 lessons from the Buddha to your life to escape from fear and live a peaceful and free life. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to follow the next